days off, no 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 days off.
Accosted by a couple of people, and Marcus here, in self-defense, shot two guys. Not one, but he shot two guys in self-defense, and he went through a lot of stuff. He got charged with 7 felonies, and he can tell you about how much money it cost. Here, give Marcus a hand and what happens after you actually speak about it.
All right, well, first, everybody here, you're doing the right thing because you're being proactive. The aftermath of self-defense is crazy. You definitely need some type of insurance. So, of course, we got Terry Johnson signing people up on that. One of the things you got to understand, oh, excuse me, sorry, I got my cameraman directing. One of the things you got to understand is this. Keep your mouth shut, and the reason why I say that is because most of the people in here have never actually had to use a firearm and kill anyone or shoot anyone, okay? You think it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you're going to just do it and run over here next scene? It's not like that. That's not how it's going to be. You're going to actually feel an emotional rush. Some people puke. Me personally, I didn't. But you get sick. I mean, all kind of things happen. And then when in the aftermath, you're telling your story to the police officer, thinking he's your friend, officer friendly, you're actually incriminating yourself. Because what you're doing, you're leaving out very important details, okay? And those details that you're leaving out is not that you're lying. It's just the fact that your mind is overwhelmed and anxiety is on 10, okay? Also, officers tend to twist stuff, all right? They're not here to help you on that aspect. The job of the prosecutor is to prosecute you. That's their job. One of the things I encountered was the fact that they will withhold evidence. Now, how do they do that? Legally. There's loopholes, okay? The way they do a lot of things is they will say stuff like, for instance, the 911 tape that the initial 911 tape that went out, which is on YouTube, it let the officers know that, hey, or the 911 dispatcher know that there was an aftermath. There was 2 guns. You know, I had my gun, another guy got his gun, he fired at me. But guess what? The other individual was with him, threw the gun away in the dumpster, so when the police got there, there was no gun found. They didn't search the dumpster. They getting paid like what? $30,000 a year. They're not about to get in the dumpster in the middle of winter. That's just how it is. So what happens is, now you have a situation where that 911 tape didn't even get played in the courtroom. Why? Because the actual individual who did the 911 call didn't even appear in court. Why he didn't appear in court? It could be multiple reasons. Some people don't want to go down into the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice because they just don't want to be involved, so they disappear. The prosecutor could have him come to court, they could force him, you know, but I had a private detective go look for him, they couldn't even find the guy, he just disappeared, okay? Conspiracy or not, I don't know what that was all about, but they wouldn't even play that 911 call, and that was actually a piece of evidence I needed to exonerate. Also, very important when it comes to jury, 9 times out of 10 you're going to get a jury who may not know about firearms. Like everybody in here, just imagine if you didn't come to this course that Maj put on. The things you know now, you didn't know then. One of the things, I don't know if Rick's gone, but Rick was actually my self-defense expert in my case. Who knows that warning shots is illegal? Right. You know that, right? Okay. I didn't even know that at the time. Because there was a case in Chicago where the young lady, she shot the warning shot, and they were like, yo, why is she getting prosecuted? That is illegal. But what the prosecutor did was, in the closing arguments, you get 3 arguments, okay? You get, 2 of them goes to the prosecutor, 1 goes to the defense attorney. The prosecutor gets the first argument, which lasts about 15 minutes. The second one, she gets it towards the end, and lasts about another 15 minutes. I think it's a total of 30 minutes. But your defense attorney gets the argument in the middle. During this time, they cannot have a conflict between each other going back and forth. So the prosecutor gets the clear floor to talk. She said he didn't shoot a warning shot. He could have shot a warning shot. My defense attorney didn't necessarily, I don't know if he knew that wasn't illegal or not, but her job, what she was doing was trying to prime the minds of the jury to say, you know what, he didn't shoot a warning shot. We need to book him. But that was illegal. So a guy like Terry Johnson, or an attorney who knows that that's illegal, would say, objection, but the problem was, during that closing argument, you're not supposed to even speak. The proper thing probably would have done was say, Your Honor, before we have them go into deliberation, can you please let them know, educate them on law that this is illegal?
A lawyer could object during closing, though. I've done it, and I've seen it. If the lawyer has the moxie to do so.
So what I want to make sure is everybody after this, because we only got about 10 more minutes, I want to make sure we get to the cultural philosophical part. I really want y'all to make sure that y'all link up with Marcus. to get a lot of the information on the aftermath of what happens when you shoot, psychologically, physically, spiritually, legally, because you're going down to the precinct. That's happening. That's why conflict resolution and de-escalation is so key. We're going to touch on that, but I want to make sure because I want to get everybody's question.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. And the last thing I just want to say real quick, if it is a murder, there's no bond. So you're sitting in a jail cell eating bologna sandwiches for possibly over a year until you make that decision.
Right.
No days off, 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 no